the village. We a friend of Lawrence, him and his girlfriend had a baby about 5 months ago now. We were waiting for them to come over to Holland, so we could see the baby and give a little gift. He's Dutch and she's British, but they live in the UK. Anyway, so shall I show you what I got? I love buying baby things. This is also very un-Dutch. I think this is an American thing. So a gift bag, and it's got a tag and tissue paper. It's great. So I've got him a little super soft little bunny rabbit. Lawrence liked the bear, but I thought that's nice. Both my kids had bears and they used to rub their ears under the nose. And some little teethers. And then I popped into the blocker because our spatulas are on the last legs. That was €8 for a spatula. But the cheapo one, which was like a couple of euro, was really flimsy. So hopefully soft works. Let's see. And these, we've been looking for one of these for years. There's a really nice department store. There's a big one in Amsterdam and there's one in Amsterdam called the Bijenkorf, which it literally translates to the beehive. And it's a really, really nice high-end department store. And we used to buy these from there, from the kitchen department, and we've never seen them for years. These kettle protectors, basically they used to call them kettle magnets. They're a little bit like the metal scourers used for washing pans. It's a little bit like that, but they attract all the calcium in your kettle. So I spotted that in the blocker. So I said, Lawrence, look, and we were very, very highly delighted. And then I bought a new hand towel for the downstairs loo. I have to show you because it's so cute. Is it the right way around? Yes. Look what it's got on it. Sausage dogs. Oh, it's so nice. So yes, get a new hand towel for the downstairs loo. I think that was all I bought. Yeah. And then there was something posted through the door for me, the brownie box. I don't know who this is off, but I thought, well, let's open it together. Let's see. I think it must be for my birthday, I guess. Handmade brownie. The brownie box. See a note in it. Oh, okay. I was wondering when that would be common knowledge. So many of you will know I've been working on a project all year and it's been delayed, not postponed, it's been delayed. We think till about April, May next year. So we're still working on it very, very hard. But we kept saying to the project, the product owners, like, you need to make it publicly known because our stakeholders are really putting pressure on us for answers. And we're having to be very vague and not say too much. So this is from my company, and it said, so as a company and especially for the project, we would like to thank you sincerely for your contribution to the project. And postponement of the go live might bring some mixed feelings, and we hope to cheer you up with these delicious brownies. Enjoy. How nice is that? So I've got originals and double chocolate. They won't go to waste. Joshua loves brownies. Wow, nice. I miss these little packages. If you're an OG, you remember all during lockdown, my company would send us every few weeks like a little gift in the post. It was great. So thank you Job. Much appreciated. Right, I'm going to put the kettle on. Our delivery is due in the next hour to 2 hours. So I think we're gonna have coffee, sit down and carry on watching Virgin River. That's all we did. No, actually that's not true. This morning I made some more frames for my walnuts, and got some laundry on the go, and then we sat down and watched Virgin River, and then William come home. I'm just going to moan about something. William come home last night, and he's got quite an expensive winter coat, and the whole sleeve under the arm was ripped. I was furious. He said him and his friend were goofing around, and his friend pulled him, and so my sewing machine's upstairs. Lawrence was going to bring it down for me, and I thought, oh, let me just hand sew it. So I actually sat this morning and hand stitched it, and he said, oh, you can hardly see it. I actually really enjoyed it. And then I mended another hole that I found in it. Oh, and I turned the heel on my sock, the gingerbread sock, and I started duplicate stitching the gingerbread man, but as I'd done his little legs, and I was like, that's not centre, so I've had to snip it all out, but that's okay. I don't mind. Practice makes perfect. Right, I'm going to get the kettle on. I don't think I'll have one of these yet, because Lawrence bought stroke waffles when we were out, little miniature ones, and we scoffed loads of it, so maybe after dinner. I will catch you later. Good morning. Good morning, Lawrence. Lawrence and I are on the way to Alkmaar, right?
Yeah.
Not Almere, Alkmaar. Alkmaar. I think I mentioned it. Oh, sorry. Mentioned it yesterday. Yeah, I bought some baby things. I think I've shown you. So we're going to go and have lunch with Tyson Abbey. Hopefully squish a baby. I've seen photos of him on Abby's Instagram. Oh my gosh, he's like super cute. So I just hope A, he's weight, and B, he's squishable. I don't know if he'll be on film though, because yeah. But anyway, I'll tell you all about it when I get home probably. This morning I had a very frustrating time with the internet and with my computer and with YouTube, and as a result the vlog was hadn't been loaded, and subsequently it took hours to sort it out. So I was like, Rah! Because this will teach me to be smug with myself. I was all happy that it was all edited, everything finished, and I had plenty of time to, you know, not worry about it and spare and edit other things, and yeah. So I think a couple of people had said, we were worried about you, wondered what had happened to you. So yes, as you gathered, I was fine. I did put, I don't know if anybody ever notices that, but you can put community posts on your channel. I don't do it very often, but I did do a community post to say, you know, we're having technical difficulties, video coming soon. So I don't know if anybody read that, but I should use that more often actually. It's quite handy. Anyway, it's raining. We asked the boys if they wanted to come with. William was tired and he's working this evening, and he was worried about getting home on time, and so we said, oh, it's okay. And Joshua was out for the count, so we've left him, but it's fine. And we're not going to be out hours, it's just lunch and a catch up. So anyway, if there's anything interesting to see in Alkmaar, I'll be sure to film something, and if not, I will catch you later. We're back. Lovely flowers for my birthday, how sweet. And I didn't look if it was red or white. Oh, nice. Bottle of red. Lovely. Oh, we had such a nice lunch. And Matthias had chosen a restaurant in a hotel, so like, that's a novel idea, and it was packed. Now they had really big dining areas, and it was all full, so I didn't film anything in there. Oh, it's a little card as well. I'll open that in a minute. Oh my gosh, the baby is so cute. Lawrence and I had loads of baby squishes, and he's so happy. He's adorable, and I tell you what, he's a proper little pudding. When I picked him up, and I was like, whoa, he's a heavy one. He's just so cute. I think we got him a little rabbit. I think he's going to be called Wabbit, I think. we'll see if he doesn't lose it. But he was having a good chomp on it. So yeah, and then after we had lunch, we had a short walk around, you know, around the hotel, and then we got going. But we was out for quite a while. Anyway, it's just gone 4 o'clock here, so we're going to kick off our shoes, chill out a little bit. I'm going to sit and try and clean up my laptop because it's on its last legs. I think I've got way too much on there, taking up the memory. And yeah, I think William's working tonight. It's Daxter chomping. So it's just Lawrence and Joshua. I think we're going to have pasta, something quick and easy. And well, we'll see. Back to work tomorrow, although I am working from home. Right, I'm going to go and put my beautiful flowers on the side. They're gorgeous. And admire them. First day over. I'm exhausted. Oh, I have to take these off. Got a headache from them. Well, I was all excited to film the chimney sweep coming, and I heard him knock on the door, and then I ran down, and I said to Lawrence, "Where is he?" And he said, "He's gone." I said, "What do you mean he's gone? He was here for 5-10 minutes." And he said, "No, he literally came in, looked up the chimney, put his sweep up it, went outside, looked, came back in again, done." I think because we've not used it for years, we've not used it for years, it wasn't dirty. He did say that it's supposed to have like a little cap on the chimney to keep the rain out, and we haven't got one. It's blown off at some point, and I think you would have seen some footage. Last night we had a crazy storm. I think it went on till about 2 o'clock in the morning. It just rained non-stop, and it was the lightning. My gosh, it was really, really heavy. And so I said, "We'll call the insurance. You know, that's what our house insurance for." So anyway, Lawrence called them, and he said, "No, it's secondary damage. It's the homeowner's responsibility." So the chimney sweeper said he can do it. But it's like, oh, there's another €200. Poof, we just have to pay out. So, oh gosh, it's just doesn't end. It never ends. Anyway, so I didn't film the chimney being swept. I don't know if we're gonna light a fire anyway. It's not that cold at the moment, so I think we'll wait. I think he said he could do it fairly soon in the next week or so. So I think we'll wait for the cap to go on before we light a fire. So, and the other thing I completely forgot, I think it was last year, I bought really nice lights. They're like little teardrop lights, but they're fire lights, so they're like a red orange glow and they flicker. And I had them set in the fire with all like pine cones and stuff, and then, you know, I have that on during, you know, the dark nights to give the sort of feeling of a flickering fire. And I'd forgotten about them. I did actually switch them on the other week once, and then I forgot about them. So yeah, we won't be having the flickering little firelights in there anymore. Maybe I can make another display at the end of the room, because it's always dark in that corner. You know, you probably wouldn't have seen that we've got, it's an open plan house, which is very typical Dutch. But we used to have the lounge was like a lounge dining area, and then the kitchen just a step down. But then when we redid the kitchen extension, gosh, I think about 5 years ago now, we've made the end of the end of the house as a kitchen diner. So our lounge is really big, and the end of the lounge is always dark. You know, we only used to have the light on when we were eating there, and we don't eat there anymore. And I've got lights, I've got two sort of pendant lights, you know, like these Edison bulbs over the bar, which the boys sit at the bar counter all the time. So I might do a little display there when I get round to it. I don't know. But anyway, I've finished work for the day. Oh gosh, my head is like spinning, but it's a good day. The morning was pretty intense. I had loads of emails to get on top of, but no, it was good. I had a few decisions had come in while I was off, so it was like, okay, got on things. So yeah, good day. I'm going into the office tomorrow, and I think I'm going again on Thursday. I thought, was it this week or next week that they were doing a little Halloween bites, beer and bites event? Oh, I need to check my agenda. Anyway, I will stay for that. So I don't know if I'm going to go in 2 times this week. Oh, my head is scrambled. This evening, William's told us he's working again. I don't know what Josh was doing. Lawrence said he was going to do burgers just for a quick dinner. So we'll see. I haven't got anything else to update you on, apart from the disappointment. We don't get to watch the chimney sweep. It's fine. I'm sure you wasn't sat waiting on the edge of your seat for that one. Right, I'm going to turn everything off, pack my laptop away, so it's all ready in the morning. I can just grab it and go, because I think I leave about 8ish. About 8 o'clock in the morning on a office day. So yeah, right. If anything remotely interesting happens, I'll let you know. And then if not, I'll probably be having a car chat with you in the next segment. Oh, I'm just on the way home from work and the traffic is a nightmare. Ugh. Oh, I've no idea how long it's going to take me to get home, and I didn't bother putting Google Maps on, so I can't see how bad the traffic is when I finally managed to get on the motorway. Oh, there's loads of yellow diversion signs. Anyway, oh my gosh, I look a fright. I'm so tired. I've had a busy day, but I'm drained. I tell you what, that week off, it's amazing how soon you get out of the habit of you know, working and talking and meetings. And anyway, waffle, I'm on the way home now. I did intend to work from the studio tomorrow. Oh, what's that? There's a bridge closed. Something's closed. No, it's not my direction. Sorry. Yeah, I did intend to go and work from the studio tomorrow because it's my short day. And you might recall a few vlogs ago now, I decided that I was going to try and work on Wednesdays in my little workshop. Just because it's nice. I like being there, and you know, it's a change of scenery. And I've just seen an Instagram post from the art centre, and they're in full on demolition mode, pretty much right under where my studio is. So I don't know if it's a wise move to work from there tomorrow. I think the noise might just be too much. I don't know, we'll see. I'll see how I feel in the morning. And I'll check my agenda when I get home. I forgot to check. If I've got a lot of meetings, which I've got a feeling I will do, then it's best not to work from there. It'll be too noisy. I know, that's a shame. Maybe I can go after work. If I work from home, maybe I can go after work and just have a look at it. Anyway, waffle. Last night, when I come down from the craft room, the office, I was like a zombie, and I was so grateful. I think I mentioned Lawrence was making hamburgers, so I was so grateful that he was taking care of dinner. So I literally just collapsed on the sofa in a, you know, little sort of coma. And then I didn't even feel like binge watching Virgin River. It's not like me. Although rugby came on. I don't know if it's rugby league or union. Oh, I don't know. I don't watch rugby. So Lawrence started watching that, and then I ended up having a chat with our Estelle on the phone. That was a good hour. Not spoke to her for ages. I'm not really a big like phone call person. which is not like me. When I was a teenager, I was never off the phone. I don't know, I think because I talk a lot in my job. There's a lot of blowout here. Because I talk a lot, you know, at work. I don't know, just being on the phone, it's like, oh, I find it tiring, you know, privately. Why is it so bright? There's absolutely no sun here at all. Come on, I'm going to let you go. Come on. Go. Oh my gosh, these people. That's the second car I've let out now, and they just sit there in the car like, it's like, why do you think I've left 3 car lengths and I'm creeping along slowly? Sorry, I'm irritated, can you tell? Anyway, I digress. So I'm not really big on the phone chatty kind of person. I've really got to be in the mood for it. Is that better? And then afterwards, Lawrence was still watching the rugby, and then he said, "Oh, shall I turn it off? We can watch Netflix." And I said, "No, I don't fancy it. I didn't fancy having to watch something with like a plot line, and I had to sort of follow it, you know, keep track of it." So I ended up watching YouTube. Anyway, the reason I'm telling you this is, I'm going to get to it in a minute, but I'm so behind on watching the Vlogtobers. I'm sport for choice at the moment. I can't say I'll get around to sort of going back and, you know, catching up. But I'm sort of dipping in and out at the moment, you know, trying to sort of pick up every few days. And so many good ones, you know. Hats off to them for doing it. I couldn't do it at the moment. Oof. You know, film and upload every day. Anyway, waffle. Dawn. I'm tired. Yeah. So, Paula and James, her husband, Paula, who's stitched by Mrs. D, and her husband James, had uploaded their video with their they did a question and answer video. Actually, I did post a question which they kindly answered. So I was watching them. Oh my gosh, they were just hilarious. The way they interact with each other. Seriously, you can tell that they have a really similar sense of humour. You know, they just get each other. They're very entertaining to watch together. But anyway, it reminded me, and I'm going to apologise right now. Many of you watching probably posted a question for me and Lawrence months ago. And I haven't forgotten. I've written them down. There was quite a few that were pretty similar, so I did actually write them down and condense them and combine them. And I've just not had half an hour with Lawrence to, you know, sit down and film it. And when I say that, I know that sounds really stupid, but he's not really that keen to come on camera. So whenever I suggested it, I said, "Oh, should we film that?" And he goes, "Yeah, you can." "Oh, yeah, if you want." So I'm sort of like, I'm gauging it. So, yeah, but watching their video, I was like, oh, do you know, so many people took the time to put a question and I've still not filmed it. But I haven't forgotten. So maybe I can do that soon. Oh, this traffic. Oh, I'm finally getting to the motorway now, this traffic. Gosh. So, yes. Plans for this evening, absolutely nothing. I got a reminder on my Netflix for something that I'd marked. I don't even recall marking it. Is it called, is it like Cabinet of Curiosities or something like that? I don't know if it's a series or a movie. I don't know, but I saw when it popped up on my notifications, and I've not even watched the trailer because I've been busy. But there was a picture of it, like a still of it, and I was thought, oh, that looks up my street. I don't know if it's a bit like mystical, creepy kind of thing. I don't know. I'll mention it to Lawrence tonight. Hopefully it's a series. That'd be good because we're going to run out of Virgin River soon. Well, it's surprisingly clear at the moment, but I've got a feeling I'll hit a tailback soon. Okay. So yeah, no plans this evening. Probably going to sit on the sofa. I made, I don't know if I shared it on the vlog, did I or not? I don't know. But I made some clay little mini frames for my toadstools, my walnut shells, and 3 of them have still not dried. So maybe Friday I'll make some more of them. It's got dark. But last night, I've not really been doing much crafting this week. I did a bit of crochet last night. I was crocheting granny squares for the cardigan I'm making. Oh, and the other thing, I don't even know if I shared it on the podcast, on the vlog. I did definitely share it on the podcast. That Karen, my lovely friend Karen, who's from Stitches and Jack, for my birthday, which she really didn't have to, she surprised me with Knit Vent 2022. If you're a knitter and you're on Ravelry and Instagram, I assume you've probably heard of it. Is it by Curious Handmade? I think organises it, and I think you get 6 patterns that are designed to be used with advent minis or scraps. So I think the first, oh here we go, 17th come down to. I think the first pattern is due out on Thursday, the 27th. And I saw, it's not a spoiler because by the time you're watching this, it's started already. But I saw they gave a spoiler out that it was a shawl, and then it said something about the big advent or the big something. I was like, oh, I haven't got time to make a shawl. I don't know what that's all about. I thought they were like smaller projects, but anyway. Well, I'll get 6 patterns, but when I get round to making them is another story. But then I went back and looked at Knit Vent 2021, and I think there was a mixture there. There was like mittens and a hat, and there was like big and little projects, so that'll be fun. Although I don't think, oh gosh, the sun, I don't think I'll be casting anything on Thursday because it's the little Halloween party at work. It's not going to be a late at all, and I'll be driving, so I won't drink. But it looks like it's going to be quite a turnout, so that'll be fun. So anyway, waffle. Right, I think I might put my Google Maps on now because it's just standstill traffic. Good morning. I have come to the workshop studio. I was planning to do that. I can't speak. I was planning to do that. But then I saw there was a lot of construction work on the Instagram account. And so I was like, don't know. I think I might have mentioned this yesterday on the way home from work. I think I did. Can you hear that plane going over? Anyway, that doesn't bother me, especially with working, it's fine. But I got home and there was a big skip in front of the empty house next door. And Lawrence said, oh my gosh, the noise has just been... So, just to backtrack, on Sunday evening, yeah, Lawrence was going out with Jack, and then I heard him speaking to somebody on the path, and the next minute he said, I heard him say, yeah, coming in. So luckily I was in a decent state, and he had our new neighbour with him, and Lawrence had caught him posting a note through the door introducing himself and apologising that they're going to be doing some construction work, and if there was any problem, he'd left his mobile number, and also he had some little sweets for us, So I don't know what kind of sweets they are, but they're Indian, and it's Diwali when I'm filming this. So he brought sweets to celebrate Diwali. So Lawrence was highly delighted. Lawrence loves Indian food. It's his favourite food in the world. If he could eat vindaloo every day of his life, he would do that. So anyway, he came in and we had a really good chat with him, and really nice guy. Doesn't really speak much Dutch. I don't think his wife speaks much Dutch. He said they've been here about 5 years, so, you know, long enough. And they've got 2 little girls, a lot younger than my kids. And he was most apologetic about, you know, if there's going to be noise, and he was explaining what they were doing construction-wise. And I think it'll be over quite quickly. Anyway, cut to today. I was like, oh, what's the lesser of 2 evils? Noise at the home or noise at the studio? And all of a sudden I heard like jackhammers. So I packed everything up and I've come to the studio. They are working downstairs, but what I've seen off the video, I think they've done, the demolition is more or less over, so now it's going to be drilling and banging, which it's fine. I've got my noise cancelling headphones on, so I think whoever I'm in a meeting with won't be able to hear too much. So yeah, and it's not too warm here. I don't know if, you know, you can't see, no, maybe, yeah, here. See, the sun is streaming through my very tiny window. So it's not that cold here, and I've got cardigans with me and so forth. So yeah, here I am, and it's nice to be back in my little room. Anyway, I've got a meeting soon, so I'm going to read up on some stuff, do some prep for it, and I'll try and remember to go downstairs and film what they're doing. I'm most confused. There's rooms appeared that I never knew we had space for, so we'll have a look. Okay, I'll catch you I wish I could have captured it, but now I'm on the motorway, I can't spin the camera around. There is the most stunning sunrise. I'm looking at it now. Wow, it's breathtaking. It looks like somebody's painted the clouds. Beautiful. I think on the weather forecast it's going to be quite mild to the end of the week. I said to Lawrence last night, oh, this is like perfect boating weather. But anyway, as you would have known by now, our little boat, she's gone to winter sleep. When I got home last night, the builders were in, but it wasn't too bad. But I was exhausted, so I put my earbuds in and I put a sound bath on my Spotify and crashed out on the sofa for an hour. Oh my gosh, I needed it. I was so tired. And it helped, but I just couldn't shift this headache. I'm sorry, I know I'm so moany, I'm sorry about this. Anyway, I wanted to mention something, so I don't know if I've mentioned it before on the channel. I might have referred to it once, but if you follow me on Instagram, which I know quite a few of you do, I love Instagram stories, or I love to post a good Instagram story. It's like mini editing a vlog. And a while ago, YouTube, I think it was like 2 years ago, YouTube introduced a feature to compete against TikTok and Instagram stories or Instagram reels, which they're basically little very short videos. They're on YouTube, they're called shorts, because yeah, they're short videos. And I've posted a couple, and they're just really nice. They're so fun to play with. So last night I was checking comments and stuff, and just catching up in general on my social media platforms. And if you saw I think it was last week's vlog, oh, those cows, oh my gosh, I'm still like, oh, they were just gorgeous. Or was it 2 vlogs ago? Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I thought, oh, let me post a short, which would just be like me saying, let me post an Instagram story. So I posted 2. I posted a little short of me making my pumpkin soup, and I posted a short of one of the big Highland cows walking towards me. And I was gobsmacked because straight away, because you've got analytics in YouTube, well, all these social media platforms, you can see how things are performing. Change lane. And I said to Lauren, oh, I've just posted this really cute short, and these really cute shorts. So I was showing him, and I was like, what? And the cow one was just, the views was going up, 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 up. I was like, I do not get it. I've not checked this morning. I think when I went to bed, it had over 2,000 views. It's like, I don't understand how they get fed through, and they're coming from, they're popping up on people's feeds. Maybe because it's still a pretty newish feature that, there's not as many around, and they get pushed, through people's recommendations. But anyway, I'm mentioning it to you because you probably would have seen a few and wondered what they were, because if you do watch the vlog, it's always footage, mainly, that you've already seen in the vlog, but it's just me playing around, with like these little short videos. That's all they are. So, but yeah, I thought I'd share that with you. I did post, oh gosh, a few years ago now, like tips for starting a YouTube channel. I don't even know where that video would be. I don't know if you know this, but depending on what device you're watching me on, if it's a phone, a computer, TV, on my channel there'll be something that you can click on called playlists. And what I like to do is I like to group videos that the content's similar. So the vlogs always go in the weekly vlog playlist. Oh gosh, it's busy today. And I've got a playlist for tutorials. I think actually there's a playlist for the original Crafty podcast. So anyway, what I'm saying is, if you really wanted to dig deep for that video of my sharing tips for YouTube channels, it'll be one of those playlists. I've got a police car behind me, so I'm not looking at the camera. I don't know if I'm allowed to film that. I wish I could have filmed that sunset. It's sort of over my shoulder now. It's gorgeous. I bet any money there'll be a few pictures on my Facebook feed this morning of it. Anyway, today is project day, and I'm staying behind a little bit later because it's the little Halloweeny thing. I must remember to show you my little headband. I'm not doing fancy dress. I haven't got the energy for it, frankly. But I've got some cute little pumpkins to put on my head. I'll try and remember to show you. Anyway, last night again I was like lazy. Lawrence had hockey again. he was playing hockey. Oh no, training. He was hockey training last night. Both the boys were out as usual, so I had the house to myself, and I just crocheted loads of granny squares. How exciting is that? This police car's really close behind me. Yeah, and in case you don't know why I'm doing that, I'm making a granny square cardigan for myself, and I think it's a free pattern, so I'm not giving anything away. But and if you're not into crocheting, sorry about this, but maybe you like fashion. It's a free granny square cardigan pattern. I think it's by Amy Christophers or Christophers, and it's called the Ariana cardigan. That's what I'm making. But I need like 60 something squares. Oh, it's gone past me now. That's weird. I think they're definitely out for checking people, because he was directly behind me all the way on the motorway, and now he's just changed lanes and decided he wants to go another way. I don't know, it's that time of the year when they need extra pocket money for Christmas. I should have said that. Anyway, forget I said that. Yeah, so I need 60 something complete granny squares, and I've got 50 complete, and then last night I did 60 of the inner round, the first round. So I'm hoping by the weekend I've got all the complete squares done, and then there's not as many, but there's a few like half grannies and quarter grannies which I've never done, and then comes the complicated part of fitting it all together. But yeah, I hope it's not too complicated. I know what I'm like. If it's too difficult, I'll end up just shoving it in a bag and it'll stay there. I've got loads of bags of granny squares all over the place. Anyway, waffle. So yeah, we've got the Halloween thing this evening. Last year there was only my department who bothered to get dressed up, and a couple of our CEO did, and I think one other manager. So when they were sending the invites out internally, and they wanted photos of last year's event, obviously, and it was all like, actually I'm saying it was only I think 4 or 5 of us out of my department did bother to dress up. So there was no more than 10 people in the whole company who had any kind of Halloween get up on. So I was in nearly every one of the photos. It was me and my colleagues. It was hilarious. Everybody was commenting about it. I was like, yeah, well, they were scraping the barrel, nobody else bothered. So hopefully this year a few people have, you know, made a bit of an effort. Even if you just paint on a little black nose and whiskers and go as a cat, that's also fun. And then for the rest of the week, tomorrow it's my regular day off. I haven't got any plans at all, but I'm thinking I might knuckle down and do some crafting in the morning. So I need to start getting stock ready for this Christmas market. We'll see. I think, did I show you some footage? I might have inserted some footage of the construction going on at the art centre. It was so nice that I think the ladies on my floor, they'd started decorating for like autumn, fall kind of thing, and now they've made it like spooky Halloween. So I think I would have inserted some footage of that. It's so nice that they do that. And then downstairs, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera, but Lawrence and I were saying there seems to have been like these mysterious rooms that we didn't know about. Because when you go to the little stairwell up to my floor, there's a corridor, and that was just you would have seen that quite a few times. That was just a blank wall with, you know, artwork hung on it. And then I thought behind that wall was the communal area. There's like a little kitchenette. We've got like a wood burner, I have filmed there before, you know, you've seen it. But apparently, no, there was like a couple of massive rooms sandwiched between the communal area, the kitchenette and the corridor. Unless you accessed them from the other side, which I rarely go down that end of the building. It seems to be that, like, on the ground floor at the sort of side of the building, there's more like the full-on, you know, the big workshops where they're doing like woodworking, heavy machinery, that kind of thing. So I think maybe you could access those rooms from the other side, which you couldn't get through from where I am. And there's they've put these like glass double doors in. I think you might have seen that on the footage. I hope I've included it. So, you know, we can do like anyone can do like a round now. You know, you don't have to. It was one route before. Now it seems to be that it's circular. So there must be new studios being built there. That'll be nice. Although I think, convenience sake, it's on the ground floor. You'll buy the communal area, but you won't get really much natural lighting in that room, those rooms. And there is quite a few. I'm waffling now. Sorry. There is quite a few rooms that are central in the building, and they have every room has window, but you don't get much natural lighting. So anyway, we'll see. I think it's going to be good. Well, they best get on with it, because if we're opening in December for this Christmas thing, it's all got to be spit, spot and squeaky clean. And there was only me and Aletta on our floor yesterday. Aletta is my neighbour, and she did what I was doing. I might have said this already. She was working, like not doing like creative stuff. She was actually working like I was. And she had headphones on and said, "Oh, is it noisy? I've come here because there's construction next to the house." But I don't know if I'm jumping into out of the fire into the frying pan. And she said, no, she's not been disturbed much, and they're finished by 1. So, right, I'm going to stop waffling now. I'll try and remember to show you my little pumpkins. Good morning. Oh, I might put my sunglasses on. The sun is trying to poke through. I can't remember. I think I spoke to you yesterday morning on the way to work. And you might have seen my little pumpkin bobbers on my head. Yesterday I was exhausted and I was not in a good shape. I've been having really a lot of issues with my neck at the moment. I'm sorry, I feel so moany, but yeah, that's what I'm dealing with at the moment. But it got to about 4:30ish, and I said to one of my colleagues, I said, I'm done, I'm going home. I was in so much pain. And then another colleague said, oh, but the Halloween thing starts now. So I said, okay, I'll pop in for half an hour. So I'm glad I did. It was nice. I mean, there wasn't like an amazing turnout, which was a shame. And, you know, not many, you know, made the effort and got dressed up. I mean, you know, just sticking something on your head like I did is, you know, I think it's fine. But anyway, it was nice. You know, saw a few people that I don't get to see very often now. We're mainly working from home. But anyway, in the morning when I got to work, Linda at me, and she said, are we still on for our date tomorrow? And I was like, what? We have a date? So, you know, I fessed up and I said, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. And but my day's open. And she said, yeah, when I popped over for your birthday, we mentioned she gifted me a lunch dinner, you know, for my birthday. And she said, yeah, we spoke about it at your birthday. I said, oh, I'm sorry, you know, it was busy. There was like people popped in that, you know, I wasn't expecting, because I think I've mentioned this. I just thought a couple of people might pop in during the afternoon, but it ended up being a roaring success. But so I said, I completely forgot. So she said, no, it's completely fine. lunch tomorrow, how are you fixed? So I said, perfect. I haven't got any plans. Well, I was going to do some crafting, but I can do that in the afternoon. So I'm on the way to Amsterdam, meeting Linda in 5 minutes. Hopefully I'll be there on time. Probably not. And then I think we're going to have a little stroll around the market. And I do have a couple of things I need to buy whilst I'm there, so we can pop in a few shops. And then we're going to go and have lunch somewhere. So that's nice. And I've realised I completely forgot to check the weather forecast, and I don't know if it might rain. Ugh. And I've not even got a proper coat on. This jacket, I don't know if you can see, it's got all embroidery on it. It's like a denim style jacket, but the arms are like knitted, like wool. It's printed on the arms. I think it's from Decidual, is it? I think the brand. I think. So it's more like a cardigan than a jacket. Which at this time of the year is plenty warm enough, but yeah, if it rains. Anyway, I'll be at the shopping centre, so if it does rain, we'll be popping in and out of stores, it'll be fine. And then, aside from lunch, oh, there's a few more cars. Aside from lunch, the only thing I want to do today is a bit of crafting. Oh, I've just got home. It's 2:15. I don't know where Lawrence is. I drove back from having a lovely day with Linda, and I saw Lawrence at the traffic lights at the petrol station. I think he's dropped Josh off at work. Maybe he's gone for a coffee at his friend's. Anyway, so I'm just back. It's really nice weather outside. It's a bit overcast and it feels a bit damp, but it's very warm. It's lovely. Popped into the Body Shop to pick up my eye makeup remover. I have used this, must be like 20 odd 30 years now. I cannot recommend this enough. It's got chamomile in it. It's from the Body Shop. And it just, you know, you take your makeup off. I've mentioned this loads of times on here. It's like, it's got the consistency of water, and it's just really soothing on the eyes. And even though this isn't the waterproof eye makeup remover, it takes waterproof off. So if you're ever in the market for a good eye makeup remover, I cannot recommend this one enough. The Body Shop Chamomile Gentle Eye Makeup Remover. Anyway, I do have a Body Shop membership, and then the girl at checkout said, oh, you've spent enough for your €5 voucher. With a membership, you just accrue points every time you buy something. And literally, this is more or less the only thing I buy. So I don't keep an eye on the points, but I always put my card in. And so I had €5 to spend. So I thought, oh, I'll get a bar of soap, because we always use... I always have a bar of soap in the upstairs bathroom. In the kitchen sink and the downstairs toilet, I always have like a pump soap. So I thought, oh, I'll treat us all to one of these. Wild Argan. It smells lovely. So that'll just get stuck in the cupboard till we run out. And then I quickly swung by H&M. Been meaning to pick up another one of these cardigans. I've got these in loads of different colours, and this is like a nice, oh, here's Lawrence. This is like a nice olive green grey, and they're just so handy at this time, well, all year round, you know, for layering up. £12.99 bargain. And I thought they were made from recycled material. Yeah, 70p Lever Eco Viscose, which I think is recycled. Anyway, I'm going to catch up with his lordship. He's stood here. waiting for me to stop waffling and have a coffee. I'll catch you later. Okay, I don't know why I've got a t-shirt on, it's a bit cold. But I forgot to wrap up the vlog. So, groceries have arrived, all put away. Don't know what we're doing today, but anyway, whatever we do will be in next week's vlog. So all I'm going to say is, if you're a new subscriber or you're a new viewer and you haven't yet subscribed, maybe you want to consider, but everybody is most welcome. If you want to say hello in the comments or just share something or comment on anything, I read every single one of them. And if you're a returning viewer and OG, welcome back, guys. So I hope you've all had a good week. Have a good week ahead. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye.